What's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. Also, a certified trichologist. Super excited to be here. Let me just add our Instagram family on. Let's see. All right. Let me see. All right, the gang's all here. Let me start this again. Hey, what's up? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. Also, a certified trichologist. Super excited to be here on I don't know, Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Wednesday morning, 11:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is going on? How is everybody doing? I am super excited to be here. Listen, today we are talking about your trichology practice, the setup. And so let me do a little housekeeping. I am live on trichology_911 here on Instagram, also live here on Facebook, Maisha Edmond, and also I am live on YouTube, Maisha Edmond. And so now that we got that out the way, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. And let's get into it. If you know somebody that is a trichologist, they are a new trichologist or an improving trichologist, they might want to be a part of this conversation. And if you are looking at me on any of these platforms, you see behind me the 5-day trichology business setup challenge, and that is coming up June 17th to the 21st. It is part virtual, part live, and the part that is really going to be exciting is the VIP part, because I get together with the VIPs and I really walk them through setting up. But either one, general or VIP, is going to be really good, because general is still going to get the same information. I'm still going to be breaking it down, but you won't have that one-on-one or group access with me. And then there is a premium option where the person gets one-on-one, and that is for just a few people, maybe like 4 people, because it'd be a lot of people, right? So anyway, I was sitting and I was thinking about all the things that I had put together as a trichologist over the years. And one of the things that I pulled together, which I feel like has actually been one of the most visited things that I offer, was the 21-day business of trichology business setup challenge, right? 21 days. But I said, you know what? There are a lot of people that are not going to want to wait 21 days or go and do one thing at a time for 21 days. So you've already got your certification. You're already maybe seeing clients or want to see clients. You're trying to get together protocols and treatment plans and all those other things. And if that is you, you don't feel like you have 21 days to just kind of, let me do this one thing and do the other. There's some things that you might know about already. There's some things that you may not. But when I was doing it for the 21 days, I kind of gave a list. I gave the breakdown of the videos. Okay, this is what you're going to do. These are the things that you need, and you'll have all of that stuff. But I think that the benefit of doing the 5-day is that it's going to be, yes, definitely more fast paced in that it's condensed, but you'll also have the advantage of having other people doing it. So when you are in the Facebook group, you're able to kind of hear what everybody is saying and just kind of ask other people what they're doing and just kind of build yourself a community. And this would actually be really good for those of us that are new and improving trichologists that say, you know what, I don't have any trichology friends. The only people that I've connected with may have been at my school, and how long ago was that? Or I don't really have a community. I'm trying to become a part of a community, but I don't really have anyone. And so if that is you, then you definitely want to make sure that you are joining this 5-day trichology business setup challenge. Okay. Let me see. What is this? Okay, let me see. So I did want to go over a few things and then get up out your way. Okay, so these are a few questions that I was asking myself when I was looking at really scaling back and like taking a big look at trichology and what it is for me, right? And that is it was very important because I feel like what I had done over the first maybe 2 years was just kind of jump in and try to, become relevant or build influence so that I could help people kind of become this voice so that people could, they would listen and be able to get the information. I got a lot of notes here. So let me just look at this really quickly. Okay. So one of the things that I did ask myself and that I ask in the challenge is what systems do you have in place? Part of your trichology business setup is really understanding like what do you have in place or what systems run your trichology practice. And a system, I used to hate the word system because everybody had a system and I'm like, what is this? You gotta relax a system, you got a straighten system, you got a color system, you got all kind of systems. And I'm like, what is this thing about systems? And because I didn't understand it broken down, it just kind of bothered me. But what I understand now is that a system is just like the little parts that you put together to make one big thing happen. And so what systems do you have in place? What is your onboarding system? What does that look like? Are you helping the client when they come in the door? Like everything's a system. If they come into an office, they come in, do they see the receptionist, or is there like a clipboard? Is there, is it a online onboarding, and then is that form printed out so that when you see them you have the information? What does your onboarding look like? Do you have a follow-up system? Does the client leave out and can expect to hear from you in 24 hours? Do they get an email, or is there an email that is automated as soon as they leave or by the end of the day, so that they can feel like, okay, like not only did she or he see me, not only was I in their space, but they're following up. How did you feel about the consultation, or how did you feel about your visit, blah blah blah, right? Those things are very, very important. Also, will you offer a maintenance plan or maintenance system? That's really big. And then you look at, as far as like setting up your business, you have to look at so many things, like like what type of trichologist are you going to be? What kind of services are you going to offer? Is this going to be a wet clinic or a dry clinic? Like there's so many different things. As a matter of fact, I do have like a free course. It's like a free training, free 3-day training. I'll put the link in my bio on my link tree so that you can get it. But it's literally 3 days. I taught it maybe 4 years ago, the business behind the business of trichology. I am actually going to do it. I'm going to put it up. It's absolutely free. There's a little tip jar if you want to give me $2, $3. But hey, Marquita. But literally, I did it 4 years ago. Marquita was in it. Ebony was in it. It was like a few other people that did participate, but it was the business behind the business of trichology. And I literally talked about your business, how what it looks like. And just at that time, I literally had started to put up I was sharing in that class, that 3-day session. I was kind of talking about your contracts or what you offer and all that. So that's a free class that you can get today. It just got a little tip jar. So you just, you do it and you're like, oh, that was good. Let me give her $2 or whatever like that. But but then I also have this, and this is like more, thank you. This is more, hey, Jewel, this is more in depth. So I do have the free training. I'm going to put it up. And then all you have to do is go on my link, the link tree, and you will put your name and email in, and you'll have access to the training. And you can like watch those videos, and there'll be like a little, like some downloads or whatever the case, and all of that. And then let me see. Yeah. And so then we look at this right here, which is the 5-day Trichology business setup. And this is a little more in depth. But you also have access to the private Facebook group, other trichologists that are going to be a part of it. And I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It's only $97 for the 5 days. You know, that's a steal. If you want to kind of be able to be in the Zoom while I'm presenting, and all of that stuff, then you know that's the $297. That's the VIP. So you don't have to kind of just be watching a video. You can kind of be in there and probably throw some questions in the chat. And then I do have a few spaces for the premium, or the platinum partner, and those are the people that can come on and ask questions and kind of get their stuff taken care of right there online, in person, so to speak, and we can set their stuff up. But if you don't do any of that, if you have some premium people that are there, then they'll probably ask some questions that you're asking, and so that would be a really good thing. So yeah, that's June 17th to the 21st, but it's going to be great, and that's a really good precursor to our upcoming blood works class. So if you are like, I don't know how to read blood work, I don't know what I'm looking for, I need to have some kind of cheat sheet or something, I need to understand what exactly, if I'm hearing every other trichologist say, well, why are they asking for blood work? They're asking for blood work. What is this for? What does it mean? You know? And then when the client says, well, I don't have to give you my blood work because my doctor says that I'm healthy. And then, you know, if you don't know, you don't know how to answer, but the answer is you could be healthy for your body and unhealthy for your hair, because your hair is a non-essential tissue. And so because of that, you could, you know, very well have great iron for your body, and maybe, you know, but not enough to sustain or grow hair. And then there are sustain levels, and there are, you know, there are growth levels. So it's like all these different things that you really have to think about when it comes to reading the blood work. Like what are you asking for? You asking for an ANA? What are the different things that may affect an ANA and give a false reading? So all of those things are very, very important. And so that is on June 24th. Listen, I know it's a lot, but I'm rolling out a lot of stuff. There are so many things that I completely just felt like, oh yeah, I taught that already, so people know that. But we still don't know as a niche in the industry, what is a pricing strategy for trichologists? What is the business setup? We don't understand like forms, and if we need forms. And by the way, the forms are for sale. I think I got 4 or 5. I'm looking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's because you're when you buy it, you get 2. There's 67. The link is in my link tree. Yeah, so 5 people. After that, you're gonna have to wait for the next ones to come in. So it'll be about a week and a half to get more. But if you need your trichology templates, you need to get that's really good. So you need forms, practice setup, again, protocol, you need simple treatment plans, right? We need business streamlining. There are so many of us that are doing these extra steps. Those extra steps are costing you money, and they're costing you clients because you take so long to answer back, you take so long to do things. And it's kind of like, you know, I'm okay, I've settled with it, I want to do it, you seem like you want to help me, and then it takes you, you know, however long to get back to me. So, you know, I just kind of feel like, well, you know what, I'll just go get that $24 wig. But if you know that you can help a client, then you kind of want to be prompt. I mean, that's just what it is. And so when you look at your trichology practice, is it a practice, or is it just running? Is it a practice? I know for sure, you know, you finish school, or you're doing school, and you're trying to help clients, and you're trying to get potential clients, and you're trying to, you know, just really develop your voice in trichology. And you're like, okay, Now what do I do? So you just start doing everything. You start throwing everything at the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do cranial prosthetics, and I'm going to do nutrition, and I'm going to do treatments, and I'm going to do, and listen, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be a well-rounded trichologist, but then your business falls by the wayside. And so, if you were anything like me, once I got the trichology money, I forgot to separate the styling. And so people were getting over on me like a fat rat because I was just so surprised that somebody would pay me $1,100 for 16 weeks. And that was no money that I literally, and not $1,100 a week, I mean like $1,100, spread that over 16 weeks. I don't know if it's that was like $57. You can get me a trichologist for the low price of $57 a week and come late as you want. And then, I was just so excited that somebody wanted me as their trichologist. I'm trying to prove to them that I'm worth, the money and all that other stuff, that literally they were getting full weaves and color and gray coverage and ponytails and all that other stuff, because my whole thing was, girl, you don't got to look like you in treatment to really be in treatment. Because I didn't know. I didn't set up my business. I didn't count up the cost, so to speak. I didn't think about, okay, who do I want to be? How do I want to show up? How am I going to help people? What is this thing going to be? And so I just want you to think about it. Is your trichology, is your trichology practice running? Or is it like, are you practicing? Or is it just running? Is it just whatever it may be? That's what it is. And so I don't want that for you. And so I want you to think about that. These questions, just ask yourself these questions. What are some systems that I have in place? Right? Do they work? Are they fulfilling what I need? What does onboarding look like for my clients, both in person and virtually? Right? Do I have a system of follow-up? Right? And will I offer even maintenance plans? What if a client comes in and they do everything that you say to do for the 12 weeks, and then it's like, I don't want to go into another plan. What do I do? Do you have a maintenance plan? Are you able to follow up? How do you follow up? Even having something like Acuity, this just came to my mind. I think, the little automated thing was going out for years before I realized that I could customize it. And because I have 2 calendars in my Acuity, I was like, wait a minute, why don't I customize it so that when people leave from a full consultation or any kind of hair loss consultation, they'll get a different follow-up email that says, hey, thanks for coming. I trust that you got all the answers that you needed for your hair loss or your hair restoration consultation. Because the generic one says something like, oh, I hope you enjoyed your service, or whatever like that, or that your hair looked nice, or something like that. But that's not what the client needed. And so when you think about your systems and you think about your business behind the business of trichology, you really have to look at, is everything set up? And remember, take the time to do it, because once you do it once, you never have to do it again. You might tweak some stuff. You might change your colors if you're doing like a little branding shift. But outside of that, if your stuff is really solid, it's going to be solid, and that's just it. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up. So just as a point of recapping, June 17th to the 21st, I am doing the 5-day business trichology business setup challenge, and we have a private Facebook group, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Gonna love it. There is general admission is $97. Remove. Okay, you also have your the VIP is $297, and then I'll have a few spots for the premium spot if you want to be able to really get some one-on-one and some like hands-on, right? So the people in VIP, they're gonna be able to put their stuff in the group, inside the Zoom, and do it that way. But the people that are premium are going to be able to unmute and talk to me and really just we'll be working through their stuff. So it's kind of like you'll be able to see a strategy session, and those things are invaluable. Also, I did a class on Monday. It was the Trichology 911 beta celebration. So if you were not there and you like, I want to see what was happening, I want to see what was going on, the replay is for sale. The replay is for sale. And so I'm going to put that out. I'm going to put the link up or activate the link as soon as I get out of here, right? So if you want to see that replay, bring a pen and paper. We were talking, we were strategizing. It was absolutely crazy. Like, you literally, if you love Trichology, what you're going to want to do is get your little snack, get your little drink, get you a little pad and pen, because you are going to want the notes and all the stuff that you get from there. So much stuff going on. Also, June 24th is going to be the Bloodworks Masterclass. So we got 3 things going on. 4 things, because the Trichology template, the Trichology treatment plan templates are available. Okay. So that's that. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day today, and happy hair growing.